Everyone, I'm Heather Crawford, and I want to take a moment to show you some of the incredible images and videos that you all have been sending us today through the Near Me feature on our First Coast News app and also posting on our Weather Watchers Facebook page. And I want to start in St. Augustine. Bernadette Baker shared this video with us. Some guys out here, they look to be in their swim trunks. Some St. Augustine locals, she says, as the water comes crashing over earlier today. Now, this is near downtown. I do want to say officials reminding everyone stay out of the water, just not safe to be there. The water could be contaminated. You can't see down power lines, so please be careful out there. I also want to show you some video we got of the flooding in Riverside. This was earlier today at the Rivera Apartments off of St. John's Avenue. Gail Allen sending us this video. Look at how close the water is. It's actually coming into some of the homes there. She told us at about 3:30 when the water was rising, she was helping a neighbor who was downstairs whose home was flooding. So that's what it looks like about an hour and a half ago in the Riverside area of Jacksonville. And then I want to show you this comparison picture. Oh, nope, actually that is Roscoe Road. That's in the Palm Valley area of Ponte Vedra. You can see earlier today just how high the water was right there in St. Johns County. We know that some of the roads in St. Johns County impassable as a result of Tropical Storm Nicole. And now I want to show you, if we have a picture, a friend sent to me showing the difference in flooding in downtown St. Mary's, Georgia, compared to what it looked like during Hurricane Ian. We don't have that picture, but I'll tell you that right now he tells me the water was about a foot higher in downtown St. Mary's this storm compared to Ian. Now what this is from Deb Bickle. She sent us this picture from the Trout River on the north side. You can see just how high the water level got right there. And Julie McMillan showing us the St. Johns River from Fleming Island. You see all that wood, all that trash, that debris. We're told that that is actually from a dock that was destroyed a couple years ago during Irma. So you can see now all washed ashore today as a result of Tropical Storm Nicole. And we have another video. This is a disappearing dock right here. Jason Davis, thank you for sharing this with us. He posted this on our Weather Watchers Facebook page from River Road Walking Trail. This is in Orange Park. But you saw today earlier as the tides were coming in around high tide, that dock starting to disappear. The water is now starting to recede. And I got to show you one more video. Look at this. Our neighbors at Intuition Ale Works right here in downtown Jacksonville posting this. This is a guy on a raft that's made out of beer kegs. Yes, beer kegs. Florida man, right here. This is on flooded Gator Bowl Boulevard in downtown Jacksonville. There he goes.
Different day. Be a flood.
Down there, they just left. There's a fire truck on the bridge and a police officer on the bridge. They're just so happy that that boat is not aimed at the marina. Can you imagine that boat drifted down into the marina? Yeah. There you go, buddy.
Now I have a cool job. I get to say thank you to all you folks. You are taking some great images today. You actually are joining our reporting team, really, because, you know, we keep telling you about the Near Me tab. It's on our First Coast News app. It's right down there on the very bottom. And this is the main page right here. You can see all the video and pictures coming in. You really are serving as reporters because we have a lot of crews, but we can't be everywhere to show you what Ian is doing on our First Coast. So we went through some of these pictures, actually a lot of them, and we want to show you just a couple of them. Take a look. There are people trying to get around a canoe here from the storm surge. This is in Coquina Avenue in St. Augustine. This is in Davis Shores. It's in the southern part of that near the water where there was a lot of, and still is some flooding. So we're glad to see some of those people out and about because, you know, we've been worried about Davis Shores all day. And this next one, this is from Linda. It's an uprooted tree, a big tree along Belford Street. That's the Riverside, Brooklyn area in Jacksonville. And Linda, good job reporting here because look what she did. She actually gave us two angles of the tree. It's leaning on the house, but I'm hoping from what I see on that picture, there's not damage to the house, and I don't see any car crush there, so we hope everybody is okay. But Linda, thanks for sending that picture. And now we want to play you some video here sent to us. This is from viewer Kelly. And if you look at where this water level comes up, it's right there on the edge of her porch. And we saw a lot of people today sending us pictures. I got them on my Facebook page too. People saying the water's so close, it's within inches of my car, inches of my door. So she is on George Street on Lake Maria Sanchez. And this is pure historic St. Augustine. This actually used to be a creek. And it's on the edge of Lincolnville, that historic area. The name Maria Sanchez Creek shows up on a map back in 1737. But you know, it's 2022, and I know, Kelly, that you don't water that close to you anymore. So thank you so much for being a good sport and sending us this video on our Near Me app. And finally, this is video. This is also from St. Augustine. People getting around today in a kayak. This is moving down A1A during high tide, and that high tide, as Heather was mentioning, is over for now. It won't come back until a little bit after midnight tonight, but we've been hearing some of our reporters say it's easy going one way, but it had a pretty strict flow the opposite way, so people are getting quite the muscular workout today. But again, thank you so much for looking at our Near Me on our First Coast News app, and you can always send us pictures no matter what the event is. We all use it. It's super, super easy. Just click right there where that arrow is, and you can tell us where you are, what you're seeing, and we will help tell the story through you as reporters. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Man, look at the current right there. Look at that. Ooh. Look at that. It's crazy. Wow.
And we want to say applause to all of you taking videos to show us what you are seeing around you. All these folks you're going to see in a minute sent us video to our First Coast News app. It's a feature called Near Me. It is easy to use, and I'll show you how in just a second. But first, let's start in San Marco. This is from Courtney Green. This is good video. This is Bee Park, B-E-E. Now, I'm a big fan of San Marco. I love San Marco, but this is a new area to me. I looked it up on a map, and it's kind of near Bishop Kenny, but you can see the water there not behaving itself. I had to put that in. Now over to Nocatee. Christian Phoenix, thank you so much for sending us this view from where you are. I know you're keeping very, very close eyes on that water level, but thank you so much, Christian, for sending in that video from Nocatee. And for all you folks in Georgia, this is from our own McKenna Rodriguez. Our reporters use the Near Me app as well. This is St. Simon's Island earlier today. A lot of people have been using the word angry water. I think that's a good description. St. Simon's, one of my very favorite places when I was a kid in Missouri. We used to drive to Georgia and we would see St. Simon's. It's such a beautiful place, but not so pretty today. It doesn't really look like the Golden Isles, but before we know it, we'll be back with some sunshine. And Barbara from along the St. John's, thank you so much for sending this in. I don't think that water really represents the kind of day lounging you would very much like to have, but still we can see some good video that you sent in, Barbara, and we do appreciate that. But remember, that water right there, it may look like just water, but I remember during Irma, I interviewed a shop owner in San Marco, and she wore flip-flops to clean up her shop from the flooding, and she got this really nasty infection in her toes. So we just want to remind you, it may just look like innocent water, but it might not be. So put on some boots before you go out in the water.